ABC News ran a segment highlighting foundational Black American contributions. It started outperforming their other videos. Then, it disappeared. Today we're asking a simple question. What happens when FBA truth reaches too many people, too fast? This isn't about feelings. It's about power, permission, and who controls the story. Here's the problem: you can't unring a bell. Mainstream media is scrambling to remain relevant, but we are controlling the narrative now. You are now tuned into Sincere Love the Godcast.
Yo family, real quick, I'm proud to announce the soft launch of Sincere Love to God's new book, From the Womb to Illmatic, a hip-hop-inspired blueprint for unlocking your child's inner genius. This ain't your average parenting book, this is for the culture, inspired by Illmatic, built around his own son Seven's early development, and packed with real tools to help parents turn everyday moments into genius-level learning. If you've ever wanted to give your child a head start without losing your roots, this book is for you. Available now on Amazon. Order now and leave a 5-star review. You already know, we raising brilliance around here.
Hi, I'm Seven, and I'm the Super Harry. That means I ask big questions, I make big moves, and I come from something powerful. In this series, I grow through change, embrace my culture, and unlock the gifts that my ancestors gave me. These books are for kids like me, kids with heart, with pride, and with big dreams. Come join the journey. Collect all 4 Seven the Super Harry books and unlock your power. Available on Amazon and Kindle now. Order your copy today.
Here's the way it is. You live in direct relation to the poets, the heroes, and the sheroes you have. Always honor the elders. Then you honor yourself. Honor women, you honor yourself. Honor men, you honor yourselves.
All right, peace, family. What's good? What's good? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, back in the house once again with my lovely co-host, Nicely Girl. We in the building. What's going on with y'all?
What's good? What's good? Y'all don't know. Sincere has some crazy technical difficulties today.
Man, today is not the day. Today is not the day. I need to hear from some of my astrologists and my numerologists out there. What's going on cosmically right now, because all day long it's been technical difficulties. I was trying to hold on. Before I tell y'all about all that though, I gotta invite y'all into the room, man. Y'all come on up in here, man. Hit that like button, share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we are live right now on Sincere Love the Godcast. Peace to y'all as y'all coming up in here. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so you can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes or upload new content on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, earlier we was out supporting my brother Caleb. Shout out to my brother Caleb, 3 Millie Podcast, and his wife. Yeah, absolutely. And his wife said, 3 Millie Productions. We were out supporting them in the protest that they had for their business, being attacked by their white supremacist neighbors, and apparently the what do you call it? The people that you rent from.
Oh, the
property
property management.
The property managers and all that. Seems to be some collusion going on there trying to get them displaced from with their their content space that they got out here in Atlanta. So we was out there for that, and I'm trying to go live with my brother Afro Elite. Shout out to Afro Elite. I'm live, and me and him had planned to do it, together, where he could be broadcasting on his channel at the same time I'm broadcasting on our channel. So we could get more eyes on it and all that. And shout out to Afro Elite. He like, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, all right, cool. And so I didn't think this through, first of all, when I told him about it, because I'm really not used to streaming from my phone. You know what I'm saying? And so just the logistics of it, I'm like, okay, how am I gonna make this work? Because I'm thinking, okay, I know YouTube, they got the vertical live streams. You could just go live on YouTube. And then, as I'm walking up to the protest, I'm thinking, okay, me and him on the phone, I'm like, okay, but how am I going to connect you to that? I don't even know how to do it. He don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So we both like, yo, StreamYard. We both normally use StreamYard, but I haven't been using StreamYard. I've been using Restream recently. And so I'm like, I bet we use the StreamYard, since that's what we both had. But I only got the basic plan on StreamYard now. So I still wasn't able to connect him and bring him on. So that didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out. But shout out to Afro Elite. You know what I'm saying?
Spirit.
Indeed. Yeah. And so I get back here, trying to set up to go live with y'all. Y'all see it's already 7:30 now. We usually go live 6 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I was back in time, but my camera wasn't working. I don't know what was going on with my camera.
Wouldn't come on.
Yeah. Then I get Nicey on there. I can't hear her. She hear me, but I can't hear her. And then I don't even know what I did, but I think I switched devices or something. And then you could hear me, but I couldn't hear you, vice versa. So we kept having to move the time back, but we here.
We made it.
We here. And I'm live streaming on my phone now, again.
Right.
So can't even really get to break down the game like we really want to break down the game, because I can't share the screen and all that with y'all. Y'all know how we like to go through the videos and really break down what they saying, pick through all the bullshit. Like, we can't remember that off the top of our head. We could talk about it. We can still talk about what's going on, but we can't really, remember all of the little details off the top of the head. So we just going to chop it up with y'all, man. We want to come on here and still be here, be present for the family.
Right.
So who we got up in here, man?
We got Debo, Debo 001. We got first one time. I hope I said that right. First one time. Debo again. We got Tom Slick 3636.
Shout out to
FBA
y'all.
combo.
Shout out to y'all.
Noah Randall.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Carrie McFadden. And
I see
DJ
it now.
Biggs.
Shout out to my brother Ish in the building.
I see Ish in there. Janice Ridgeway.
Shout out to my brother Ish. He was out there with us today at the protest.
Ish was just here yesterday in LA.
Yeah, right. Right.
He over here jet setting.
Right. My brother is in the mix. Yeah.
Man.
Yesterday he was in LA at the Hidden History Museum, chopping it up with Brother Tariq and all of that. And then today he outside with us. You know what I'm saying? Making a little bit of noise. Holding things down. So shout out to my good brother Ish, man. And so let me tell y'all about we already told y'all about the situation. Y'all make sure y'all check out the interview that we did with Brother Caleb and Sid had hopped on too and gave it to him. But I was interviewing everybody today at the protest as well. So y'all got to check that one out. If you didn't see that, the replay for that is available. And so you can get caught up to, everything that's actually going on. But as far as the day went, it was a good day, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of love. People came out and supported. I feel like it was the right people there. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the people that was there had the right energy. They was there for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? I expected to see certain people that I didn't see. I would say that, and I ain't gonna say no names or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, I expected to see certain faces that I didn't actually see outside. You know,
Right.
like people be saying they be outside and all that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, not just random people. I'm saying certain people that I have in mind that I'm like, this
Right.
person,
Activists.
right, right.
Some of the activists.
But people who are kind of tied to the platform as well. People who
Agreed.
have relationship with Caleb and Sid. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe let me say this. Let's just say this.
Short notice and all
Maybe
that.
let me. Okay, so today is the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
People
Yeah.
plan in advance for that. So a lot of
Yeah.
people may be in San Francisco, at the
Oh.
event. And I'm just saying, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Okay.
know because I feel like this is something he kind of planned last minute in a way. Like let's go out here and make some noise, and those that can, show up, attorneys, etc. And that's the only thing that came to mind for me, not to make excuses for anyone at all. But I thought about that.
Yeah. So all the conscious people was at the Super Bowl. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
bad. My bad. But nah, no shade to nobody. Like I said, it was love. It was love out there. I feel like they felt supported. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So shout out to them. You know what I mean? And I wish them nothing but the best with their next endeavors. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
we gonna keep tabs on that situation. You know what I'm saying? And follow up and see what's going on. Um, Shout out to Attorney Briggs who actually came out. Um,
He
you
did.
know, and spoke and showed love. Shout out to Raheem Shabazz. He
Yes.
was in the building as well. Shaw Bates, she came out. She shared her experience. She actually went through a similar experience with the same property management firm.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shaw Bates. She was out there. Who else? Who am I forgetting? You know what I'm saying? I met a couple of other good brothers and sisters today as well. I don't remember everybody's name. But one of the brothers that was good friends with Caleb, he's running for office right now. You guys got to check out the video from earlier. Y'all got to check that out. I got to check it out too, so I can remember everybody's name. You know what I'm saying? Because he's somebody I definitely want to reach out to as well. You know what I'm
I'm glad
saying?
you
So
said that Attorney Griggs made it because I actually tagged him on X, you know,
right,
as well. And I saw, some of his posts. Obviously, I went through his X and I see he had a lot, to say about ICE and things like that. So if he wasn't there, I was gonna go in.
yeah, okay,
I was going
okay,
in. So he
yeah,
showed up. Shout out to him.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But yeah, shout out to everybody who showed up for that. You know, and again, shout out to the family, Sid, Caleb. We got your back. Salute to y'all.
Absolutely.
Um, but yeah, today we wanted to come on here to talk about the situation, a couple of days ago, a week or so ago.
Yeah, about a week.
Foundational Black American kind of went mainstream a couple of days
Hmm.
ago, right? Wasn't
Right.
that long ago?
Not that long. 3, 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah. So ABC News did a segment highlighting foundational Black American contributions. They did a
Hmm.
glowing segment
Hmm.
featuring what's the sister's name that does the videos on TikTok?
Oh, don't make me lie.
Y'all gotta help us out now. Like I said, I'm on my phone. I ain't got access to nothing right now. Y'all gotta help me out with some of these names and all of that. What's the sister's name
Let me pull it up.
that does the videos on TikTok for Foundational Black Americans? They did the spotlight on her on ABC News. Shout out to Jay. What's that? Jay Who Titans
Hmm.
5302. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jesse Paris in the building. Crew Reality. What's going on
Yes.
with y'all?
Mama Love's in
FU2.
the building.
Mama Love in the building with the $20 super
Super
chat.
chat.
Shout out to Mama Love in the building. Oh no, what happened? What I do? What I do? I can't see the chat no more. Okay, here we go. All right. But yeah, so where was I? Where were we?
Oh, talking about the segment on ABC News, talking about,
Yeah.
Black history, foundational Black American history.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a great piece, on
Miss
there.
Teresa. That's what I was trying to get the sister's name. Is it Miss Teresa? Is that her name?
Is
Miss
her name Miss?
Teresa? Is that the lady on TikTok that makes the videos about foundational Black Americans? They saying Miss Teresa in the chat. I don't remember her name, but they had her on there. They did a segment. They was talking about Black inventors and all of that.
Right.
Everybody was talking about it. It basically went viral. ABC's videos don't normally do as well as that video was doing that quickly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, and it was all positive.
All positive.
It was all positive. There was no shots thrown. There was no shade. There was no nothing. It was just,
Nothing.
it's Black History Month. These foundational Black Americans did this. Hey, maybe you should thank a foundational
Right.
Black American. You better thank a
The,
foundational Black
you better
American.
thank her, FBA. You better
That's all.
thank her, FBA today. What you talking about? Yeah, I
That's
thought it
all.
was a great piece. I really did. And I was shocked. I noticed yesterday, on X that, that they had, I guess, removed the segment. People were searching for it, on
Mm-hmm.
the ABC website as well as their social media, and it happened to be removed. I was like, I know the Tethers and the DNC are not that petty. Like, are y'all really that petty?
Thank you, Mama Love. It's Teresa Allman is the
Teresa
sister's
Ullman.
name. Teresa Allman. And shout out to her. But yeah, it's just all positive, all love. Tethers were upset.
Very.
You know,
They were
certain people
upset
had
with Tucker Carlson and the other guy. They were upset that Tariq went to Senegal. And then they were upset about the FBA segment on ABC. So it's like, we damned if we it don't matter. They gonna be mad.
right, right, and so they took it down. There was some pressure that came through. They had to take that thing down. So the mainstream media right now, they're going through a thing. They're going through a time where they have to figure out a way to remain relevant
Mm-hmm.
and still maintain control of the narrative.
Right.
The narrative is getting ahead of them. So now they got to play catch up so that they don't seem out of touch. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. When people say this whole foundational Black American is some white supremacist shit, this is some op shit that's coming from the government and the feds and all this dumb shit that people be saying, this is the last thing that they want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they accidentally let a little they cracked the little lid off the motherfucking pot just a little bit. Somebody from the top was like, shut that shit down
All the way down.
immediately. Shut that shit down. A positive segment like that, why would that be dangerous?
Why would it be? Why would us delineating and recognizing our own unique, special lineage, even upset other Black people, in the diaspora? Why do we have to be part of some type of alphabet government entity or anything like that? It makes zero sense.
That's the
And it's
last thing that they
for
want.
what?
They're talking about 3-letter organizations. That includes ABC. That didn't get authorized at the top.
Right.
They snuck that little segment through there. They snuck that little
Mhm.
segment through there. But the thing is, you could delete the video, but you can't unring a bell.
You can't unring a bell. You cannot stop it because it was seen, it was heard, it was shared. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it makes them look crazy. It doesn't make us look crazy.
And you acknowledged
The lineage.
you acknowledged that you understand exactly what we mean when we say foundational Black Americans.
They know who we are. Nobody
There was
can play
no there
dumb.
was no confusion. There was no confusion. What do you mean? No, they knew exactly what he was talking about. It's plain English. It's not
Yep.
complicated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to what's your name? Jay who I don't want to mess your name up. I appreciate the $5, Jay. Jay who Titans. Jay who Titans 5302. I appreciate the super chat. But yeah, man. Yeah. So They scrambling right now. They scrambling for relevance. They scrambling for narrative control.
Right.
But the power is coming from the ground up, man. We've been saying the same thing.
Without wavering.
We have not moved off our square. Everybody has to come to us eventually. They can resist all they want, but it's futile. Y'all gotta come to the truth.
Right.
That's a powerful thing. When you just harness the truth and stand on that, that's a powerful thing.
It is. And even when people don't want to rally around it, they almost have no choice.
They have no
Even when
choice.
they don't want to accept it, they have no choice because
That's
we're
a
not
fact.
going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you stuck.
You know what's a good example of that? Recently, remember, Fat Deontay Cow nigga was just talking smack about foundational Black Americans. What's up, Seven?
Hello.
Come here, say what's up real quick. Seven was out there at the protest with us
I
today.
saw him. I
Hello,
saw him.
humans.
Seven, the activist.
Right guy. Yes, indeed. All right, take your dog with you. But yeah, the Deontay Cow dude, he was just talking smack about foundational Black Americans, and then when the Shabuzi situation happened, he had to start sounding like us.
Like us. Did
He,
you see that?
he immediately had to start sounding like us.
So it's like in that instinct, like, dude, do you get it now? You
He been
understand
got
what I'm
it.
saying? You been got it. What I'm yeah, true. You
Right.
been got it.
That just proves that you arguing in bad faith because somebody sent you.
Ooh, let me see.
Somebody
We can't
sent
share
you.
nothing, huh? We can't share today, huh?
I can't share nothing.
We can't share. Damn
I
it.
can't share nothing. I'm on my phone. But hold on. Because I might be able to quarterback from backstage. Can I quarterback from backstage? Hold up. Yeah. Matter of
I don't know.
fact, yeah.
It is the Super Bowl.
I think
It
I
is
think
Super
I
Bowl
can.
Sunday.
I think I can. Let me hold on. Let me try to share the screen real quick.
The
What
reason
about
why
this?
I was asking that, and speaking of that Winnie the Pooh looking Deontay dude, right? Someone on what is that new thing? What is TikTok? She did a cool little breakdown, about how FBA, we're not funded by anybody. You know what I'm saying? And did a whole breakdown about his grits and eggs, podcast. He's funded by a
Oh yeah.
lot of
Oh yeah.
entities. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like no one can control what we're saying, but they can control you because they're funding you, buddy.
Yes. His manager. Now this was funny too. I'm glad you reminded me of that. They exposed who his manager was, this white girl. I ain't gonna remember her name off the top of my head, but y'all can look it up. It ain't no secret. Just look up who his manager is. What's the name? It's Cake something is the company. Something Cake or Cake something is the company. And you go to their website. The link is in her bio, and it'll show you all the podcasts that they manage. It's a podcast company,
Yep.
and all of their what do you call it? All of their sponsors. You know what I'm
Sponsors.
saying? And so the first day that I went to her page, it was public.
Mm.
When I went back, it was private.
Private.
She had to lock her page up.
Mm. But y'all hiding.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
see, somebody
yeah,
had already got it. See, what it is they don't understand, you know what I'm saying? People be collecting receipts because the thing about it is, and if y'all know me, I've kind of been watching him for a long time. I've been watching for a long time, this Deontay thing. My antenna's been up for a while. I just, save little things here in the back. I may share it with Sincere or something like that, or, people that, I know
nice to
within
be first.
our
Nice
group,
to
but
be
I be
first on a
I
lot of shit.
smell it. I smelled him a long time ago, y'all. A long time ago. I already knew. I was just waiting for that moment that he, took the step to talk shit, and he finally did.
But what you wanted me to share?
Oh, it was gonna be that video. I was looking for the TikTok video right now because I saved it. Of the sister who broke down who all his sponsors are.
Oh, can you put it in the in the material?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put in the materials, I could get it up real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So that
saying?
right there, not that I was surprised, but it was like, oh, okay. So remember, our thing is always who sent you. Every
Yeah,
time I see a new face talking crazy, I'm like, okay, who sent them? Now we know.
yeah. Fact. So yeah, man. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button, family. Let's get those likes up.
Here it is. I think this is it. I think I found it.
All right, bet. Just put that
No,
joint in the
this
material.
is just the one of him delineating, unless you want to play that one too.
The one of who? Oh, you talking about Deontay
Yeah.
delineating? Nah, I ain't gonna play that.
Okay.
I don't even really want to play his stuff too much because
Yeah,
they
he
be on
might
some
do a
sucker shit.
copyright.
They be on some sucker shit. For real.
And by the way, he's already here. It is. I found it. So he's already deleted. By the way, um, he's deleted the one off his Instagram page
Mm-hmm.
when he was basically sounding like us. He deleted it.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
you already
hilarious.
said it, so it ain't going away because people have already saved it. All right, I just sent it.
All right. Let me see here. Oh, is it a X link?
Yeah.
All right. So give me 1 second, y'all. I got a lot of tabs open too, but it shouldn't mess with nothing because I'm on my phone anyway. So the tabs shouldn't even matter right now. Hold on, what is this I'm playing? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Y'all bear with a nigga. Bear with a nigga. All right. Okay. So let me play this. Gotta unmute it.
It's about 2 minutes. A little over
Oh,
2
I
minutes.
ain't playing no damn 2 minutes.
I'm just,
Y'all,
well, you know.
y'all will get the gist. I don't even know what this is. So
This is
I'm
the one
watching
that
this.
breaks down who all the sponsors are.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you hear it?
Mm-mm. I didn't know you started it.
Am I sharing the wrong page? Hold on. Yeah. All right. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Hold on.
And
Yeah.
Deontay specifically attacked Tariq Nasheed.
You got niggas like Tariq Nasheed gaining such a following because he's abusive in his verbiage, he's abusive in his rhetoric, and he's here to divide, and his psychology is that of a pimp.
Deontay, who was literally yelling into his mic, raising his blood pressure, is trying to take down Tariq and frame him as some evil person with a dark past. But the problem is Deontay doesn't have any real dirt on Tariq. So what does he use? A dating book Tariq wrote when he was 25. The book, released in the year 2000, called The Art of Macking. Now, for the younger folks or anyone who doesn't know, macking is what people called Riz or rizzing back in the day. Same thing, different era. Essentially, Deontay is trying to frame Tariq as some grandmaster pimp because of a pickup artist book he wrote 3 decades ago. Deontay not only calls Tariq a...
And those is tired ass talking points that everybody always say anyway. Everybody always say that same tired ass shit.
It's stupid at this point.
But she made a good point when she said, for the young people out there, it's basically Riz. He wrote a book about Riz.
Right.
You know what I mean? She put it in context.
Right.
She really put it in context because that's basically what it was. That's basically what it was. Y'all trying to make it seem like this nigga was out on the corner slapping hoes. God damn.
Pimp. He calls him abusive. Yes, he said the word abusive, which is obviously smear framing because Tariq roasted callers during online debates. Mind you, all the callers called into Tariq's platform to literally disrespect Black Americans, and of course Tariq would flame them up. But Deontay is using the response to disrespect as abusive. You can't throw the...
All right, I'm gonna try to skip along to the receipts.
Yeah. It's like, I'll tell you where it's about at minute 40.
Okay.
Minute 39, minute 40.
Partnerships and promo codes.
HelloFresh doesn't make you a better cook. It just gives you go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code GRITS at checkout. That's 20% off of your first order.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to get paid. But let's be honest, podcasters want clicks, views, and relevance. Nobody's trying
And so this is the thing that we always say. They could give you a platform, but they can't give you influence.
Or influence. Yep.
You know what I'm
And that's the
saying?
problem that they have with Tariq, by the way.
Exactly. Exactly. I gotta salute that man because he's literally going up against all of these big companies because that's who's behind these people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's literally going up against all of these conglomerates who send in all of these mouthpieces at him
Mm-hmm.
to slander him and talk down and try to discredit and all of that shit. And he be really letting that shit brush off his shoulders. So I
And
salute
the
to that
thing
man.
is, the stuff that he comes with, he doesn't just tell us stuff that he feels. Tell us stuff, but he gives us scholarship behind it. Tell us what books to research. You know what I'm saying? What scholars, you know what I'm saying, found whatever information out. These people just start talking out their ass. They ain't giving no scholarship. And then what irks me the most is a lot of these people claim to be students of Dr. Claude Anderson, but you mad at Tariq.
Yeah, that's kind of a
That's
thing now.
contradicting.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing now to try to
Mhm.
remix what Dr. Anderson was talking about. Because the goal is to kind of sound like us, to use some of our verbiage
Right.
and you know, delineate to a certain degree, but still be on the vote blue no matter who, because that's basically who does that type of shit.
And that's all
It's
this
usually
means.
them.
He'll be campaigning. That's why they had his stupid ass talking at colleges with them kids yawning in the background.
That was those was college kids.
Those are college kids.
I
And I
thought they was
remember saving that one.
I thought they was some troubled youths or something. Why was he
It
talking
was
to
at
him?
college.
Why was he talking to him like it was a scared straight program or something? These niggas is
Because
already on the
in
right
his
track.
mind, I gotta sound like I'm tough and you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna relate to me if I come in there talking in his mind like them. But everybody doesn't talk like that. Why can't you talk to them articulately? Tariq bags and clowns and shit like that, but he speak like he got some goddamn sense.
Man, I met this kid yesterday. What's today? Either it was yesterday or Friday. I ain't just meet him really because he grew up around here. He been coming to the shop for years or whatever, but you know, I ain't really formally know him. But yesterday I met him officially. 27 years old, foundational Black American kid, dreads down his back, beard, you know what I'm saying? Look like any other YN.
Right.
This nigga is a whole scientist. This nigga is a whole scientist.
Sciences.
He what he do? Oh, don't get me to try to repeat what he said. Some shit that he do.
Right. The
This nigga's in
scientific.
a lab all day. This nigga's in the lab all day. You know what I'm saying? But he looked like any other YN drill rapper out here right now.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I forgot what we was talking about. Why I brought that up.
Well, again, I think that Deontay or whatever his name is, when he was at college talking to those guys, you know,
Oh yeah,
students, you know, because he's in a classroom, I
yeah,
think he thought that he was mirroring them.
yeah.
And for a
I
lot
got
of
you.
people, that would come off as offensive. Don't
Yeah,
talk
I
to me
got
like
you.
that.
Hmm.
And even
Yeah.
if it was a scared straight moment, I still feel like you don't have to do all that either. Because it comes off as aggressive, and if I'm already aggressive, and if say I'm in juvie or something, well, your energy is the reason why I'm up in here, and most people match energy. So if
Mhm.
you coming up in there on some rah rah, like that energy
That's a
feels
fact.
threatening, so I'm gonna match it.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. You challenging me. You know what I'm saying? Especially the YNs. You know
Right.
what I mean? Especially the YNs. Because you know when you in that age, you feel damn near invincible. You know what I'm saying? When you're a young man, late teens, early 20s, you don't really feel like nothing could really happen to
Right.
you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the wrong ones that you want to try. For real, for real. But did you hear about Little John's son? Rest in peace,
I
man.
know. I wanted to ask you, what are you guys hearing out there in Atlanta?
Look, I just seen it online.
Me
I just
too.
seen it online. Yeah. I was like, wow, because I seen they have reported that he was missing
He was missing
and he was found not
in a
too far
pond.
from where he was last seen in a pond.
In a pond.
Any more details came out since that?
Nothing. 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 And considering who his father is, I mean, it just came out that he was, missing. I think he was missing maybe a week or so.
Mm.
It seemed like it was about a week or so. And then next thing I know, what I saw it on was Lil Jon's
Listen,
Instagram.
man. Listen, man. I can't imagine. I can't imagine, man. And yeah, man. Condolences to him and his family, man.
Man, that's sad. And I don't know if is that his only child, his only son? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I'm not sure either. And yeah, rest in peace. My kids just lost their grandmother too, man. Rest in
I'm
peace
sorry to hear
to
that. Rest in
to
peace.
to, to Wella, man. Real,
Rest.
real good, sweet lady, man. Real good, sweet lady. Um, yeah. Just happened yesterday too. So think about that. Just brought that to mind.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
rest in
just
peace
went
to
to the
her,
funeral
man.
yesterday myself.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Man, man,
Yeah.
God bless the dead, man. God bless the dead. What else is going on out here?
So out here in LA, I don't know if you guys saw the video. This is Black owned daycare center in Inglewood, California. And this sister employed some Hispanic women, at her daycare facility. Thank God she had cameras. And so there was a 5-year old special needs, that's at least they're reporting her as special needs. I don't know. But in the video, it was like nap time. And so she was sitting on top of her little cot thing and she was crying. And so the daycare center employee, and there was some other ladies behind her, just got up, took her tennis shoe off, and launched and hit the baby. And hit the baby, a black child, by the way. The other
Man,
employees, they're laughing. They're laughing at the situation. And so the little girl, thank God she's 5 years old. If she is special needs, she wasn't that special because she managed to tell her mother what happened. So it's being reported that the employees wrote a little report up that she was crying or something because she didn't want to take her nap, or I don't know, something that they wrote up. So the daycare center lady, the owner, she ended up putting out another statement. She said that they had to literally go through hours of video to find out what really happened. And the girl was let go, or that, to me, all of them should be let go. Everyone who helped
hell
lie on the
yeah.
report should have been let go. And mind you,
Hell yeah.
this is a black owned daycare center with black children being abused, and you hired all I seen was Hispanic employees. Why is that? I can send you the
Man,
video if you
listen,
want to. She literally, it was a tennis. She was just like, she jumped up. She like literally took her shoe off and was like, bam, and landed it on this baby. And she threw it with force, all her might. She meant to hurt her. Then she goes back. Oh, she goes to the girl, then picks her up to coddle her after she abused her.
listen. This is why delineation is important.
Right.
This is why delineation is important, family, because when you embrace your culture, you look at your people differently. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna trust your own people around your babies.
There we
You know
go.
what I'm saying? You're not gonna be so open to trust all of these others because you will understand um their cultural outlook towards us.
Right.
When you understand their cultural outlook towards us, you're not so, lackadaisical with just inviting everybody to the cookout and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you focused on who you are, focused on your own heritage and all of that, you know what I mean? You're gonna link up with your own people. You're gonna make sure your people got those jobs at the daycare center. You're gonna
I see one
prioritize
black.
that.
I do see one black lady, but she looks like she left. She wasn't in the camera. It looks like because I put it in the materials if you want to share it. The black lady or employee, it looks like she's no longer in there when that shoe got launched at that child, at that baby.
Nah.
And there was actually a protest. There was a protest after this video in front of that daycare center, because they're saying not only do they want that girl fired, but she should be arrested. And I agree.
They're gonna start the video though.
Yeah, I agree that not only should she, be fired, but she should be arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, being fired is not enough, because all she's going to do is go to another daycare center and get hired and abuse some other black child.
Man, this is crazy, man.
And now
This is
there is a
crazy.
second video that I sent. If you want to play that one, it's not about the child getting abused, but it is the owner of the daycare center kind of explaining, the situation and how she discovered what really happened versus what they reported.
All right, let me get that up here. That's her right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right under it.
Good morning, everyone. I wanted to begin by apologizing to the parent, the child in the video who was abused and failed by the staff that were also in the class, who are all entrusted caregivers of this student, and all of you who had to witness this traumatic experience. This video was also very hard for me and my supporting staff to watch. I understand the hurt, frustration of the mother. I'm a mother, a black educator. During the interview with our previous employee and continued employment, the staff never presented behaviors to this child or others in her care that would warrant us to assume that she would harm a child. When we hire staff, we cannot predict that there may be a day that they'll decide to abuse a child. When we hire staff, we also can't predict if the staff member will fail to report an incident when it occurs. However, every staff, every single one of them, is required to agree and train before stepping foot into our school, as you can see here in the photo. As a business owner and the director of a center for the past 15 years, it has always, always, always been our number one priority to protect, love, and train every child that walks through our doors. Not once have we had an incident of this nature where a child was hit by a teacher until now. Upon receiving a report from the parent, actions were immediately taken the same day it was reported to ensure the safety of that child and every other child in our care. We conducted a thorough investigation, interviewing staff, getting verbal and written statements, and ultimately watching hours and up.
Is that her background or your background?
That's her
background. That's her background. But anyway, all right, there. All right, she's explaining. All right, there. She's explaining.
She's explaining now. So when you hire people, I can agree that you don't know. You can't predict, what people are going to do until they do it, right? And but now there's some folks out here, and a lot of these are black people that were protesting, of course, and I get the protest because what they're saying is they want more than just her being fired. She should be arrested, and that part I do agree with. But it's a lot of these black people out here who standing beside other Hispanic people, basically trying to get this woman's business shut down. I don't agree with that, because I feel like there's ways that we can address each other, when it comes to black businesses and stuff like that. There's no way that she could have really predicted that. Thank God she had cameras in there. Now I question how often she's checking the cameras, because there could have been other abuses. This lady was just too comfortable to me, doing what she did, knowing that there's a camera there, but it's a lot of black people out here locked arms with other Hispanic people trying to get this black business shut down over this incident.
Man, that's a touchy one for me, I think, man.
It is.
I don't know. I don't know, because it's like, yeah, you can't 100% guarantee you can prevent something like that. So it's all about how you respond.
Right.
And so I'm just, maybe people are not satisfied with how she's responding to it.
I mean, she
So
responded like right away. Once the mother called her, reported it, she got statements from her staff, ran some video, fired the staff.
the sister shouldn't get shut down. So her business shouldn't get shut down, though. Her business shouldn't get shut down. I agree with that. Her business shouldn't get shut down. But she just got to make sure she do the right thing and follow through, and, maybe make some changes and switch things up, tighten up, you know what I mean? Tighten ship or whatever. But yeah, she shouldn't be out of business because of the actions of this Hispanic girl. It was a Hispanic girl, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the people that are out there protesting, they discovered that in 2025, in March of 2025, I guess it was, um, she was investigated by DSS in March of 2025 for
The
leaving a
same
child
girl?
unattended. So she's the owner. I don't know if she's there. You know what I'm saying? She's the owner of the business. That doesn't mean she's there. She
No,
has
no. Who was investigated by DFS?
this
DCFS.
facility. This it's called Destiny's Developmental Center.
Oh, the facility
The
was.
facility um, for leaving a child unattended on a school bus. This center should be shut down. Of course, this is a Black person. However, the center is only developmental child care resources in an area that services many of the community children. And so, again, if her staff, obviously, she's the owner of the business. So, whoever that you are hiring, you're responsible for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it sounds like there obviously needs to be some training,
Yeah, that's what I
extensive
said. She got to tighten
training
up.
and stuff like that. And she has to tighten up. And it may be a situation where you have to be there. You're going to have to start at least popping up unannounced. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that your staff is doing what they need to do, because they've gotten too comfortable possibly with her not being there and doing what they want to do.
Yeah, you got to have a system, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you can't physically be there, you know what I'm saying, all the time to watch over everything. So you got to have a system in place, with checks and balances, you know what I mean? And so that's where that's where the community thing comes in at, because then you know who to trust and who not to trust. You know what I
Right.
mean? Who to put in certain positions. Because you're not gonna know everybody, but if you got certain people, like I already know, what's the name is good money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put her in this position,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And so whoever we hire under her, they're gonna have to answer to her anyway. This person is gonna make sure everything is good. You know what I mean? You gotta have
Right.
something like that. Especially when you're dealing with kids.
Right.
It gotta be a level of trust. It can't just be, strictly business, just, hiring any and everybody off the street. But do y'all hear about the new movie with Omar Epps, the Moses the Black movie?
Yeah. I heard they won't air it or blocking it or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, they've been going through some distribution issues. Um, Movie theaters have been refunding people their money back that bought pre-tickets. There were people that was, from what I understand, there were people that was buying out theaters
Wow.
for the film, and the theaters are giving them their money back. And the story that they're giving them is that there wasn't enough pre-sale tickets or something like that. Is the
Yeah,
story that
right.
they're giving them. There wasn't enough pre-sale tickets or something like that. But yeah, I don't really understand. What is the movie about? Did you see? You know what the movie is
I'm
about?
gonna look because I saw 50 Cent actually put something up about it as well. Here it is. So it was supposed to be in the theaters on March the 20th. I see that. And it was a huge premiere in a lot of cities, but most of them in the South, Virginia, where's Norfolk, Virginia, Washington area, Wisconsin only. Only 3 states that I
Okay,
show on his. Oh, no. South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, 2 theaters in Utah, and that's it. Those are the only states that it was premiering.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm trying to understand what was the movie about that, you know what I'm
I
saying?
have no idea. It doesn't
It's getting
say.
all this pushback. Moses the
It
Black
says
star Omar
most.
Epps,
Let me see.
star Omar Epps and Wiz Khalifa is reportedly facing distribution issues just days after its Friday release. Producers claim theaters in Chicago and other urban markets abruptly pulled screenings and refunded group ticket sales, raising concerns the film is being suppressed. The film follows a gang leader's journey toward redemption, inspired by the life of Saint Moses the Black. So, a gang leader's journey towards redemption. So, it's about a gang leader changing his life, doing something better, positive.
Well, there you go.
Producers say the movie wasn't given enough time to reach its audience and that no clear explanation was provided for the cancellations. So, yeah, what's going on with that?
Because it sounds like it's too positive.
Those ain't the kind of
They
stories
don't
that they
want
want to tell.
a story about, someone changing their life for the better. It has to end, with death, prison, a white savior, something.
Again, back to narrative control.
Mm-hmm.
Back to narrative control. These people are scrambling to take control of the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, they're having a hard time with that because the reason being, again, we standing on truth. We standing on truth. That's it, man.
Did y'all see Sherry Johnson? Y'all remember her from the black girl on Punky Brewster?
Yeah.
So basically she put out a video basically that Long Beach mayoral candidate, what I'm saying, that was telling the Hispanic gangs, to run up on ICE or whatever. So she does the video and it's in the materials as well. And she's telling black gangs, listen, y'all stand down, black people stand down. She's, just basically telling black people this is exactly what they voted for. This is what white people voted for. We have no business running out here trying to save nobody. And I was like,
Mhm.
thank you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because when we said, I guess people go crazy, so to see someone, I guess, with a voice as that reaches like her saying the same thing, it felt good, although she slid in there like, I don't agree with ICE either, but stand down, black people. So I can still give her a little grace.
Hey, you ain't gonna agree with everybody point for
You're right.
point. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You ain't gonna agree with everybody point for point.
Yeah, but she was like, black people stand down, black gangs, y'all stand down. This is what they voted for. So they're getting everything that they wanted. Why are we in the mix? Makes sense to me. Hey,
Man.
oh, did y'all see Bill Gates says that he regrets every minute spent with Epstein?
Hey yo, almost everybody that's sitting in my chair bring up the Epstein files.
I'm sick of it. Why are we worried about it?
I'll be like, but you know what they talking about, right? Everybody that's bringing it up to me, you know what they talking about, right? What they focused on?
Trump.
Jay-Z, yeah, Trump, Jay-Z, and Pusha T, and people like that.
Right.
I'm just like, yo, for real, like they really know how
Y'all
to
really that
distract
slow?
people.
Y'all really
Right.
that slow?
I'll be like, damn, and they be deep into it too.
Yeah.
They be deep into it too. They done went down all types of rabbit holes
Never mind
on
the part
YouTube.
where it says that they were not interested in black women.
Yeah, I
They don't
saw
talk
that
about that
too.
part.
I saw that too. Listen, man, that whole thing is nothing there. It's all smoke and mirrors.
It really is. And I just don't understand because at the end of the day, they want to really just focus on Trump being there, but everybody was in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a painting of Bill Clinton in a dress. Why
Right.
aren't we talking about that? Like, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about all the Democrats that's in there. Like, it makes I don't understand what the Democrats feel like they're going to get from this. Like, what type of momentum, they feel that they're going to get politically out of this. What mileage? There's none. Nobody cares really.
Yeah, I mean, people do seem to care. I guess they're entertained by it. I guess
Right.
people are entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what difference do this make in your life? Because it's like a soap opera or something. It's
Just
like
like
you
the
watching a
monkey
soap opera.
video.
That's what I was about to say.
The monkey video.
People was upset about Trump sharing Barack Obama and Michelle Obama in that monkey video that came out. What was that?
My thing
Didn't-
is, first of all, they only show that part instead of the whole video. If we're gonna talk
Okay,
about it, it's
okay.
every he made animals out of even Biden was a monkey eating a banana in the damn video. It's a he made Gavin Newsom. I think he was a donkey. AOC, she was like a horse or something like that. Like everybody was an animal, and then he came out in the end as the lion.
I, but I saw.
I'm not going to ignore the racial undertones now. We
Oh
understand what it
yeah,
is.
absolutely. But I don't know if this is true, but I saw a video because again, I be seeing the headlines and shit, but I don't be going down on the rabbit hole. But I saw a video that showed what Trump shared supposedly, and it wasn't that video. And so it looked like Trump was showing another video. I forgot it was showing some kind of statistics of his that he had, something that he was showing a video of, and but it was a screen recording. So at the end of the video, that video started to play, and that ended up being the thumbnail. And so whenever he tweeted the video, that was the thumbnail. And so supposedly people are running with the thumbnail, but he didn't actually share that video. That was just on the screen recording.
I have no idea. From what I saw, it was just the video. You know, they tried to get he was at somewhere and they was trying to get him to apologize. He said he not. And my thing is, if it was meant for that, if you do it, don't apologize. Like why I did it. So what am I apologizing for?
I was just talking about
Stand
that
on what you're
earlier.
doing.
Yeah.
Stand on
Yeah.
it.
I was just talking about that earlier. Somebody was asking, what you think about the Kanye apology. I'm like, what is an apology? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you cross a certain line where I ain't fucking with you no more, your apology is not going to change that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like the Democratic Party, like they get on my nerves. Like we all know how he feels about black people. We know. So anything like that, racist doesn't surprise me. Why are y'all surprised?
Well, you got to be the boogeyman, you know?
And you talking about Obama, we really don't give a care about the tether in chief Obama.
But I think situations like that does get him some sympathy, though. I've seen a lot of sympathetic Obama posts since that little incident happened.
That's just the same old Democratic shields who's going, cape anyway. They gonna cape anyway. It don't matter. And honestly, for the most part, when you're looking at a lot of black people on X and stuff like that, they didn't get the momentum out of it that they thought they were gonna get it. You hearing from the same people that you expect to hear something about it, but everybody else is like, yeah, we could acknowledge it was definitely racist, you know what I'm saying? But Democrats, what you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
What policies? You know what I'm saying? Because we still didn't get an anti-black hate crime bill, but the Asians got one because they were being called names too. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So are we supposed to go crazy over this retarded video, yet y'all have yet to do anything? The FBI has still consistently said that black people are the main victims, or the highest victims of hate crimes in America. We're still the recipients of all hate crimes. You know what I'm saying? And y'all still do nothing. So we're supposed to go crazy because he shared a picture of Obama and Michelle looking like a monkey. When y'all had the White House, the House, the Senate, and everything, you still did nothing for us. And you want us to get emotional about Obama and Michelle being depicted as a monkey.
Right.
They still
Handle your
want us to
own
get
scandal.
emotional. They don't have policy, so let me get them with emotion.
Mm-hmm. Get your booty to the polls.
Get your booty to the pole. Same thing.
Hey, but did y'all see this? Stop
Great.
playing.
What the hell was that?
Stop playing with my nigga Eric Adams, though. Look at this nigga.
Eric Adams, please punch me in the face.
Oh yeah.
I would love if you punch me in the face. Okay, you can get fucked too.
All right.
Yeah, fuck you.
Those days are over.
Yeah, good. Thank God. Damn. I can see your ugly ass face everywhere. Damn.
That's right.
Nigga said you gonna see the Brooklyn in me.
Right. Back up, Becky.
He said I ain't the mayor no
Eric
more.
Adams, please punch me in the face. I would love if you punch me in the face. Okay, you can.
She said, Mayor Adams, please punch me in the face. I would love if you punch me in the face. What kind of shit is that?
Right. Why? So you can call the police, dummy?
What kind of shit is that, white woman? That nigga said, I ain't the mayor no more. You about to see the Brooklyn in me. Stop playing with me, Becky. That was funny to me.
Did we talk about Shabuzi last week?
We was live during the Grammys.
And his, acceptance speech.
Yeah. So I don't think we did. I don't think we did talk about it. His acceptance speech and then his follow-up fake apology, double down speech. You know what? This is why I'm thinking we talked about it, because I made a whole video about it.
Right.
And the shit didn't have no sound. I made a 40-minute video.
Not 40 minutes though.
I made a 40-minute video, and when I went to edit it, this shit didn't have no sound.
Oh hell.
So I don't know what's going on with my setup, man. Ever since Zelo left, and I don't know what's going on. I gotta check these wires and stuff. Something ain't hooked up right.
Well, I'll say this. I'm sure obviously you guys have already heard, his his speech. I don't even want to call that an apology because I don't think that's what it was.
Right.
But shout out, to Bernice King, as always. You know what I'm saying? I always got to shout out Bernice. Of all of the King children, I feel like she's the one that is the most on code.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like she immediately, and I want to say Nas too.
Nas?
Nas.
Why you say that?
But Dewan was doing, a breakdown, of everything, and he was, talking about, even Nas, said something. I figure you would know that because
I didn't see that. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. About the Shabuzi thing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. About this whole, immigrants.
You know what though? There's somebody on Twitter that got the name Nas.
Nas Escobar, that guy,
it's
maybe?
probably not Nas. It's a good brother though, but his name is Nas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. It's probably him.
I was like,
Nas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernice, though, for sure, has something to say.
I saw that.
And so I just, I give her so much respect, because she does try to stand on Lineage. I've seen her post stuff about not calling us people of color and minority and things like that. She doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Or African American.
Yeah, her pops was like that. So, you know what I'm saying? She get it honest.
But what about them sons? Because them sons is... them sons ain't on code like that.
Man, the coonification is real.
Man, them sons be getting on my nerves.
Coonification is real, man. But, yeah, the whole Shabuzi situation, since we're talking about it, everybody done broke it down the way it needed to be broke down, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I feel like almost like a broken record going back in on it. We late. That'd be the problem with our show, because we was live while it was happening.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so we late. Everybody done touched it and said what needed to be said. And I made a whole video that y'all didn't get to see. So it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. So who's anybody care to see the Super Bowl halftime show today?
Hey, yo, I almost forgot it was today.
Yes, yeah.
I almost forgot. It should be going on now, then, right?
Yeah, it's going on right now. My son
Going
and
on right now.
his cousins are over. They downstairs.
Well, shout out to 453 of y'all in the chat rocking with us during the Super Bowl. I appreciate
Right,
that.
right.
I appreciate that.
Ain't nobody
Y'all
looking at
could
that halftime show.
y'all could have been anywhere in the world. Y'all could have been hanging out with Bad Bunny, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. The halftime show is over, they said. Halftime show is over. How was it?
I'm good.
What how was it? Was it good?
Somebody says
Somebody
it was terrible, hard
somebody said the show
pass.
was terrible, hard pass. It was all Spanish. It was all Spanish. I'm boycotting for Shador and the black coaches.
Right. I
Halftime
want to
ass
know.
cheek show is finally over.
I want to know how they're gonna spin the halftime show stats as far as the number of people watch. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember, Kendrick
Broke all type of
outnumbered.
records.
You know what I'm saying? So it broke all kind of records. So I want to know how they're gonna try to spin this.
And so they was using controversy to sell this one.
Right.
This was the controversy is supposed to sell this one. It was like, okay, we know there's this hot button issue going on in the country right now. We're gonna shove this down y'all throat, and we're gonna and be antagonistic toward, you know what I'm saying, the right wing or whatever the case may be, and that's gonna cause the friction, and that's gonna produce viewership.
I blame Jay-Z for that. Jay-Z didn't have to. Come on, Jay. Like everybody is
What
saying.
else you think Jay-Z gonna do? What else is
I
Jay-Z
know,
doing?
but come on, like Chris Brown should have been up here. I am so much. He had a super dope concert that he just did finished up last year. You know, they got crazy ass numbers. You got people paying $1,000 to take a picture with this dude. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I know y'all are not still upset about the Rihanna thing. She forgave him. They both moved on. They're friends.
Yeah,
Why are we still holding a grudge?
Chris Brown is basically an independent superstar at this point. He's blackballed from the industry. Remember,
And he
I
owes his
forgot.
masters.
I forgot. Was it the American Music Awards or one of those award shows? Him and Ciara was supposed to do the tribute to Michael Jackson. They shut it down at the last minute. He's been him and Kanye. They basically blackballed from the mainstream industry. You know what I'm saying? Thank God, you know, Chris Brown, he's still able to tour. You know, Kanye's not even able to tour in the US right now. He can't even go on tour out there.
And
You
Chris
know what
Brown
I'm
also
saying?
owns his masters.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he's never gonna be on that stage. He even said it. He was like, yo. And so he did it, I think last year he did his own Super Bowl show. Forgot what he called it. The Breezy Bowl or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
the Breezy Bowl.
The
It
Breezy
was the
Bowl.
Breezy Bowl. That was the
Yeah.
concert.
Yeah. You know
But
what I
it would just
mean?
be nice to see, you know,
He would kill it.
he
Either
would
one of those
kill it.
two.
He was 19 when the incident happened. Not to say that he wasn't a grown man or knew better or whatever. Like we can forgive, or these people can forgive the PDFs in their own communities. You know what I'm saying? And let them have the main stage. They have forgiveness for everybody but Negroes. It's like I can't imagine they're only mad at the Rihanna thing, if that makes sense. Like that doesn't make sense as to why he's being blackballed so hard.
He's definitely being blackballed. It's not just that. Remember, they put all type of allegations on him, and so he's the archetype that they want to crush. He represents something that, you know, is the ultimate threat. You know what I'm saying? He's masculine. He's independent. He's confident. You know what I'm saying? And all the white girls love him. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, he's all up in their daughters' bedrooms, hanging on the wall and all of that. They hate that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So they supposed to be able to squash people like him. You know what I mean? But shout out to Chris Breezy. I'm not mad at them for having Bad Bunny up there though. This is good. You know what I'm saying? In the big picture, this is good. Y'all need to see examples of why nobody can't fuck with us.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to see examples of what we mean when we say,
we are the
nigga,
culture.
we different.
Right.
Nigga, we different. Because really, if you're not going to get Chris Brown or Kanye West, who else could follow up what Kendrick did? Nobody could really follow that up.
Not
So
right
let Bad
now.
Bunny have it. Let Bad Bunny have it. It's like when the U.S. After Bush and them done fucked up the country.
Right.
Let Obama have that shit now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, give it to this nigga. Let him inherit the mess. You know what I'm saying? And so that's Bad Bunny right now. Let him, because can't nobody go behind what Kendrick did. That was monumental.
Right.
That was monumental. The numbers, the performance itself, all of the viral reactions from it and all of that. That's hard. That's a hard act to follow. And to me, only Chris Brown or Kanye, those are probably the only living performance artists that can really follow up right now. Beyonce could do it, but she did the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? A
Twice,
few
right?
times.
Did
Yeah.
she do it twice?
Yeah. So no. But I don't think nobody else could really follow that up, man. Not the way that it needs to be done. Kanye would kill it.
Because
Kanye would
his
absolutely kill
stage
it.
shows itself, the production, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, would be crazy.
Kanye will fuck that shit up. And Chris Brown, this nigga be flying all over the goddamn stadium.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man all over the goddamn stadium, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Someone said that Lil Wayne is possibly for next.
Lil Wayne, are you kidding me? Lil Wayne, are you kidding me? It's over for Wayne, man.
You think so? It's
It's
over?
over for Wayne, man. Y'all didn't see that performance with Cash Money? What was it on Amazon? It was on
Oh,
one of them.
Zeus
Huh?
versus, right?
No, that one, Wayne wasn't at that one.
Oh, yeah.
But right before that, they did a show in New Orleans. It was streaming on something. Them niggas look high and just, no, it
That's
wasn't
deserved.
good. It wasn't good at all. And then he dropped that whack ass album. That album was trash, complete garbage. It's over. It's over, man.
Legacy.
He's not at that level. He did something recently too. What did he do? It was a Saturday Night Live. He did a few live performances recently that just wasn't good, man.
Just garbage.
Just wasn't good, man.
I tried.
Somebody said Lil Wayne never rapped on beat. I ain't gonna agree with that. I like Lil Wayne. I'm not saying it's the shit on Wayne. I'm just being honest. Like, he just no.
You know what?
No.
I agree with 400 PV. No one, I agree with that Whitney Houston national anthem thing. And if you notice this today, when they were opening up for the Super Bowl, although I think that Jones girl, what's her name?
Coco?
I can't remember who sang it today, but they always highlight that Whitney Houston performance, you know, when they're opening the Super Bowl, because it is one of those.
Yeah.
You know, it'll never get old. Her voice obviously is magical. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like anyone would ever perform the national anthem the way that she did ever. Ever.
Somebody said, what about J. Cole? No, I can't see. No.
No.
J. Cole doing the Super Bowl? No.
No, because it has to be upbeat, right? People have to be able to dance and
It doesn't have to be. Now Kendrick proved that it doesn't have to be. That's what was
but
different
we were
about Kendrick's thing.
hype. But we
Huh?
were hype.
No, Kendrick's performance? You don't.
I'm saying we were at home.
But I'm saying he slowed everything down. You had to pay attention. He wasn't performing the big hit records, and it wasn't like that. You had to pay attention. He gave you art. And so what's his name? J. Cole, he's just not that kind of performer. You know what I'm saying? And he don't got the energy for what the other alternative is. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye, he's a mixture of both, because he knows how to, you know, like you said, the stage setting and all of that stuff, the lights, like everything means something. You know what I'm saying? And then he got those big stadium records. Like J. Cole is just not that kind of artist. You know what I'm saying? To me, the Super Bowl is not for those type of MCs. Like I wouldn't want to see Nas at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? No.
Wow. I thought
No.
you would love that.
No, that's not his lane. No, that's not for you. That would look stupid.
Really?
That wouldn't even look right. That wouldn't even look right. So no. You got to have a
Would you go
certain
to a
kind of.
J. Cole concert?
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Okay.
hell yeah. Super Bowl is different though. That's what I'm saying. Super Bowl halftime show is different. It requires a different set of skills. You know what I mean? And he's just not that type of artist. That's not a slight to him. That's just not his lane. It's not his lane.
That's
But
crazy.
Kanye is made
Oh,
for that type of shit.
right. Well, he done flipped up now. Jay-Z ain't never letting Jay-Z will have to be off the board for that to happen.
Yeah.
He's
But
done. Did y'all see really quick? Um, ever since this Epstein thing has come out, and Michael Jackson's nephew Taj, he went in after the New York Post, and he said, "Are you guys still using my uncle as a smokescreen?" New York Post, we see you. The more the public talks about Epstein, the more you post about Michael Jackson. The public has caught on. I suggest you read the room. And it is true.
it's so
Michael
weird.
Jackson name has been coming up so much about that old shit that has been unfounded, by the FBI, law enforcement, everything. And now this Epstein stuff is coming up, and all of a sudden his name is out about these old allegations again that have been unfounded.
Yeah. And even Grok put that on there on X. Grok had say yeah, Michael Jackson was investigated and cleared of
Yeah,
all
it's over.
accusations. Hey, come on, man. But that movie's coming out soon, right? That Michael Jackson movie's coming
I
out
hope
soon.
so. Yeah, I'm going to see that.
That looks very
I want to
good.
see that in theaters because his nephew is obviously playing him.
Hmm.
Definitely.
That looks very good. Somebody said Cam Bada could do it. Cam Bada could do the Super Bowl.
Who?
Exactly.
Who the hell is that?
Nah, I believe Nas could do it. See, y'all don't look at it the way I look at it. Y'all just like who y'all like. Y'all want to see the person that you like up there. Y'all don't look at it like I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes a different mindset, skill set, technique, approach. Like, their catalog is not made for that. Like, Nas is a rapper. That nigga raps his ass off. You know what I'm saying? It's not made for you to stand there and just spit a bunch of lyrics that motherfuckers got to try to dissect them. It's not for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I give Kendrick so much props, because he managed to do that in a way that worked.
Yeah,
That was the most brilliant thing about his performance. He was able to bring that style of rap to that big stage and that big platform and make it work. That's incredible. You know what I'm saying? And so that's because of his whole team, their whole vision. When you look at the artwork that goes with Kendrick Lamar's music, when you look at his previous concerts, when you look at his music videos, there's a lot visually that goes into Kendrick Lamar's music. It has a visual component to it. So he was able to bring that to the Super Bowl stage. Nas doesn't have a visual component that goes with his music. The only visual component is the pictures that he paints with his lyrics that's in your mind. Everybody got their own interpretation of that. You know what I'm saying?
But he can make that into a stage show with some
A
like
stage
visuals in
show,
the back, maybe,
yes. I'm not saying stage show. I'm talking
but
about
not
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl.
halftime show. Super Bowl halftime show. That's different. That's different. Too many other people watch the Super Bowl for Nas to do that. I don't know what that means. He has a great setup to dance to. I don't know. Y'all don't see it the way I see it, but that's the way I see it, man. You know what I mean? And Nas agrees, by the way, because when they asked Nas if he would do the Super Bowl, he basically gave the same answer. Like, me? No, I want to watch it. I don't want to perform at that shit.
That's
I want to see the show.
crazy. You're
Yeah.
Nas. Has Jay-Z ever did the Super Bowl?
No. Jay-Z could definitely do it.
And he could do the Super Bowl. He has so many classics.
Yeah, Jay-Z definitely could do it. Definitely could do it. I think Jay-Z, right now, he don't want to be too public because of just the way everything is now. You know what I'm saying? With all of the scrutiny You know what I mean? Where people dig up all your dirt, people create all these narratives and whatever. So his thing now is to put as little out into the public as possible so people don't have much to run with. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he's not really putting out music like that. He's not really doing too much projects, nothing. He's still doing business, but he's trying to be more behind the scenes.
Do we want to see him out there like that? He's almost 60 years old.
Yes, we do. I do. Yes.
He's 60 though. Come on.
I know he's still nice though. I know he's still nice. So
but
I want to hear a new Jay-Z album. Shit. He ain't gotta go on tour or nothing, but you could drop a little project, nigga.
LaRusso just signed to him.
Right. People are mad about LaRusso signing to Rock Nation. All right. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that and then we're gonna get out of here. How y'all feel about LaRusso signing to Rock Nation? A lot of y'all mad about LaRusso signing to Rock Nation, man. Let me talk to y'all, man. Why y'all mad that LaRusso got to deal with Rock Nation? To me, the people who are reacting like that, to me, that's an insult to LaRusso.
And his business.
This is an intelligent black man. This is a highly intelligent black man. You don't think he know what he doing? What, Jay-Z got some type of magic powers where he just manipulate people and, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? This nigga know what he doing. He created all of this leverage for a reason. This is business. He's a businessman. He's not just an artist. You know what I'm saying? He milked the independent game. He gave y'all the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? And so now he got an opportunity. It's the same thing that Nipsey did.
Right.
It's the same thing that Nipsey did. He just did it on a whole nother level, on the independent side. But he built himself up independently, locked down his region, created the proud to pay situation, pay what you want to pay, participate in the upside of the sales and all of that type of shit that he did. And then he leveraged that to get a deal with who did Nipsey sign to? Atlantic or somebody like that?
I don't remember.
I think he signed to Atlantic, somebody like that, one of those majors. But he came there with leverage. He didn't come there with his hat in hand, begging. He came there with leverage. Look, I already got a built-in foundation. You know what I'm saying? I basically just let me get that loan with some good terms.
Right.
Let me get that loan with some good terms because your money is more guaranteed with a nigga like me. I already got proof of concept. So that's the same thing that LaRusso did. He already got proof of concept. And he said, the day after or 2 days after he signed the deal with Rock Nation, his song is on the radio in multiple regions all over the country where his music never been played before.
Right.
You can't do that independently. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a certain plateau that you get to independently and you can live off of that. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty of artists out here that's living off of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Tech Nines and people like that who got their own situation going on. They sell their own merch. They do their own tours. They do everything. You know what I'm saying? So that can be done. But Tech Nine is never going to be, on the same level as, a Drake or a J. Cole or somebody like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you're trying to attain, if you're trying to get to that level, you're going to have to do business. You're going to have a relationship with some of these major companies until we find another way around that, because that is coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? There are, certain avenues and different, roads being paved right now to where these labels are becoming more and more obsolete. But shout out to LaRusso, man. I can't be nothing but proud of him.
Yeah, Bryce Hall said LaRusso is a hell of a businessman.
Yeah, I trust him. You ain't gotta trust Jay-Z, but I trust LaRusso. You know what I mean? He's gonna be all right. And one thing about him, he's very transparent. If anything do go left, we gonna hear about it.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna go away quietly. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. All right, we gotta get up out of here.
All right.
I cooked dinner already.
I cooked dinner at 7:00 this morning.
Yeah, Missy Elliott would kill it. I agree with that. Missy Elliott would kill it. But I don't know if it would have the same impact and do like what I'm talking about, following up what Kendrick did, you know, creating a moment and having that type of impact where that's a milestone, you know what I'm saying, in history, yeah, she would have a great performance. I agree with that. She would body it. Absolutely. There's a lot of people that would kill it performance-wise, but to be able to follow up that moment, I don't think Missy Elliott could do that just based off of being a great performer. It's going to take more than that.
And also before we go, I saw in the chat people were saying that we should contact ABC. Everybody send an email, you know, telling them, you know, put the FBA Black History video back up.
They ain't got to put it back up. They ain't got to put it back up. We already got it screen recorded. We already got it downloaded and screen recorded. And again, you can't really unring a bell. So it's okay. We gotta look at things like this as a win, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand our wins when we get them. That's a win. It's an L for them. That's not because they took it down. That's an L for them. We all right.
They're showing Bad Bunny's performance. It looked like he has in the background basically like the strawberry pickers and stuff like that as part of a prop.
Oh shit!
For his stage performance. So yeah, this is very
cringe.
political.
That's cringe-worthy right there,
it's
though.
Very cringe-worthy because, baby, before y'all came over here,
if Kendrick Lamar had black people on the goddamn Super Bowl stage picking cotton, we would have whooped Kendrick Lamar's ass out there, man. That nigga would have never been able to go back to Compton if he did some shit like that. What the fuck?
He got the little fruit
not to compare the cheap labor to what our people had to go through. Not to compare the two, but I'm just saying.
Hispanic boxers as if they created boxing.
Yeah.
This is weird. I'm about to send this to you really quick. I have to send this to you. This is weird.
So again, that's them trying to do the Spanish version of what Kendrick Lamar did.
Right.
With symbolism, metaphor, innuendo, you know what I'm saying? Political statements and all of that. They trying to do the Juan Crow version of the Kendrick Lamar performance.
This is the Juan Crow version of the Super Bowl.
I'm tired of these. I'm tired of these people, man.
This is the Juan Crow version of the Super Bowl, not the strawberry pickers and shit. Like, you know, they basically the people, the field workers. Is if that wasn't our found. First of all, at least when you guys were in the field, even if it was cheap labor, you still were paid.
You volunteered.
And you volunteered, but you were still paid. My ancestors were not.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them.
Yeah, this is weird. Wait till you see it. I said it in the chat though, so you can look at that little short. It's weird.
Listen, man, we gotta get out of here, man.
And first of all, he's Puerto Rican, I thought, right?
I don't know.
I thought he was Puerto Rican. Anybody in the chat know what he is? Is Bad Bunny Puerto Rican? Let me see.
I don't even know. I don't know one Bad Bunny song.
Well, we don't speak Spanish.
But shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man, as always. Again, if you didn't see the live that I did earlier, make sure you go check out the replay to that. We was covering the protest down at 3 Milli Podcast. Shout out to Caleb and Sid. Also, we did an interview with Caleb last week, right?
Last week. Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday.
So check out the replay to that as well if you didn't get a chance to see that. And yeah, that's about it, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us.
By the way.
All right. Yeah, that does it for today's episode of SincereluvdagodCast. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voice.